Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about all I want is comfort. Let's get started and talk about it. I've been doing some research on this topic and we all know what comfort is. You know, you've heard of the term comfort foods. You know, many times, let's say somebody's had a long week at work, right? And they want to come home. They may want a pizza night with their family. They may want to binge watch some TV programs and chill out and just relax, turn the phones off, read a good book, anything like that, something that brings you comfort. Nothing wrong with that. I have to be totally straightforward with you guys. I have a struggle facing things that are uncomfortable or things that require a lot of work, a lot of thought. I don't really enjoy that. I tend to want to procrastinate with all of those types of things. Anything that requires work. And something I've kind of noticed about myself is I validate myself and make excuses for me, and I'm going to use an example coming up here, but I also validate other people, which may not be helping them. So let's say somebody is not doing very well on a goal and they share that with me, I'll validate them and I'll give a bunch of excuses for them to try to pat them on the back and tell them it's okay, when maybe that's really not the very best thing that I should do. But I tend to be somebody that wants to encourage, and I'm not someone that's going to want to ride somebody to say, hey, you know, call them up at, 6 a.m. Get up, you need to go for a walk immediately. You said you're going to work out at 6. What are you doing in bed? Why did you stay up late the night before binge watching a program? You said you were going to go to bed by 10:30 and you'd be up at 6. This is your wake-up call. That just isn't who I am. I'm the type of person to say, oh, it's okay. You've had a lot of stress going on at work lately, and your body needs that extra sleep. You can always start again next week. That's kind of who I am. I'm always seeking comfort. Well, I've been doing some research on it saying comfort can be damaging. We are meant to do challenges and to push ourselves. I definitely do believe that in many ways. In order for us to grow in any area in our life, we do need to make some changes. But when these changes are challenging, it's so easy to fall back into those bad habits. And some things are fun to do. For example, financial challenges for me, for whatever reason, anything dealing with money, it's a lot of fun. Or if I were to really go on a decluttering challenge, I can find that a lot of fun, or any type of cooking challenge, things like that. I can find it exciting. But certain challenges, when it requires me, for example, learning something new, stepping outside my comfort zone and doing something that I'm scared of, things like that, I tend to avoid. For example, I recently had to take a test for doing my product demos, and it was a safety type test that I needed to take. And it takes and I guess what? I got a 97% on my test, which is good, but it still bugs me because I don't know I got one wrong and I don't know which one it was, and it drives me batty to not know. That being said, it took a lot of concentration, and it wasn't something I enjoyed because I really had to put 100% focus in on this particular, studying about all types of things. And so it took some time, and to be honest with you, I would have rather have binge watched a TV program or sat around and read a good book instead. But I had to do something that maybe wasn't, quote, fun. I know for me, I always like to laugh, I always like to have fun, but that isn't life at all times. And as a matter of fact, when I got home from the hospital, people have been kind, they've been bringing us food, and I've been eating some comfort foods. Well, I've been telling myself, well, Dawn, you've got, a broken neck and other broken bones. Right now, you don't need to worry about your health or anything. You just should be comforting yourself. It's okay. You know what? This is unexpected, and go ahead and just treat yourself. It's okay. But is it really? Because right before the accident, I was getting back on track again. I actually have a weight loss accountability partner, and I don't want to backtrack on my health. So I've got to get out of that comfort thinking and get into, hey, we got to do things that are challenging. I do want to leave you guys with a couple things and a couple thoughts. If somebody has something that they know they, quote, should be doing, that they know is good for them, and they don't feel up to doing it, I always recommend getting an accountability friend or partner and starting off slow with some small manageable steps, no matter what that goal is you're working on. So let's say it's exercise. You may start off walking 5 minutes every day. It could be anything. Or if it's a financial journey and you love going out to eat and you don't want to give that up, maybe going out to eat 3 times a week versus every day. We can always start off slow, and I also think tracking it is a really good help too, is if you get some type of paper and track your progress. That, an accountability partner, and starting off with baby steps, I think that can really bring a lot of success doing that, but just starting somewhere rather than being comfortable. I do want to say this, which seems a little off topic. I've been around some really goal-driven people. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them being goal-driven, but I have to say, being around people that are really driven for me is kind of exhausting, because it's almost like you don't get a break from goals. And for me in my life, and I want to get your opinion on this, I want a balance from not sitting in comfort and not making any changes, okay, and basically going backwards in life, versus being constantly goal-driven and constantly driven and always working on something. I'd like to find a balance between the two, where you can enjoy some comforts in life and enjoy your life, but yet not end up being lazy and accomplish some things. For me, I'll just end with saying this. My main goal for me is obviously to have my life restored with my broken bones in my neck, obviously, to lose the weight that I said I was going to lose. My main goal right now is to get below 200 pounds and to restore and to start back eating, the lower carb lifestyle. Yes, I had a little break from being in this car wreck and all of that, but start back on that and get below 200 and continually to do my monthly weigh-ins with you guys and to continue to do things to improve my health daily. That's my main goal, and I don't want to give that goal up or use the accident as an excuse to be comfortable and lazy and not do anything. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys feel like you just love the comforts, and sometimes being comfortable, you end up not wanting to move forward? Hey, I'm super guilty of it. Let's all of us work together to encourage each other, and remember, even small steps make a difference, but we want to continue to move forward in our journey no matter what that is and not move backwards. So let's work through some of the discomfort and some of the fear we have so we can live a better life. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Thank you. Bye-bye.